Taiwan and the European Union are rolling out new carbon rules, upping the cost of doing business. For Taiwan and its export-powered economy, it's not just about aligning with global practices. Fall behind, and companies risk being priced out or shut out of major markets. So, how ready are Taiwan's industries for this new era of carbon-conscious trade? I'm Divya Gopalan, and you're watching Connected on TaiwanPlus. To get an insider's view of how Taiwanese enterprises are responding to the new carbon fee policy, Connected's Hannah Liu spoke with a specialist in third-party carbon audits, Dr. Easter Huang. He's the chairman of Taiwan's National Accreditation Body of Certification Association, and she started by asking him for an overview of Taiwan's carbon fee system.
As we all know, Taiwan will launch its carbon fee in 2026. What's your opinion on Taiwan's carbon fee systems?
To know this, what's the carbon fee, we need to know three words. First is fee. Second word is carbon tax. So fee, tax, and credit. Fee means if you are a factory, your emission, the carbon emission is too much. In Taiwan is 2.5 million, and then you need to pay the fee. Only very big factory. And if you export the products to European or USA, or one day in the future, if you import something from other country to Taiwan, you need to pay its tax. Normally, the carbon tax is product fee 5%. It's very easy, okay? And then, if you do something good for the earth, then you can get a credit. But everything here, the fee, the tax, the credit, you need to have the third-party accreditation or certification.
Starting January 1st, 2026, emitters exceeding the 25,000 metric ton annual threshold will have to pay a carbon fee.
When you talk about the fee, tax, and credits, Taiwan has carbon fee and carbon tax, and some of the country only have carbon tax. And what's the difference?
It's very important because you can see that carbon fee is very low because it belongs to the government. They can use this one and as they want. For example, they can do the training, they can do the foster, they can do the change the environmental. They can do anything as they want. It's we say it's a special money for the special topic for EPA. They can use it. And the tax is must go back to the financial department. So the tax you need to announce to everyone. So for example, like American, they have a special tax for our country. And if we have a tax for the imported goods, it should be equality. Anyone coming must have the rule. And the tax will go to, so the tax will be very high. And the fee will be very low. So the government, when they design this program, they already think about it.
So can we assume that eventually all imports to Taiwan will increase their price?
Yeah, of course. You know, today everything already increased. But why they will cover with carbon? Carbon tax, most part is for the shipping. If the goods from China, from other country to Taiwan, the shipping is maybe 50%. 50% for the carbon tax. So of course it will be increased. But anyway, its topic is increased only 5%.
So how's the carbon fee calculated? Well, the formula is straightforward. An enterprise's carbon fee equals total emissions minus the emission threshold multiplied by the fee rate. The government has defined three different rates. The standard rate for all industries is $9.5 per ton of carbon dioxide equivalent. Preferential rate A for carbon-intensive industries is $1.60. And preferential rate B for low-carbon industries is set at $3.20. The system is designed to encourage businesses to reduce emissions.
So, Dr. Huang, do you think that our Taiwanese company will prepare to address the policy?
Actually, as I mentioned before, only 5% factory needed to focus on here. Normally, people, they only need to know we need to do the sustainability, we need to do the good things for the earth. For the Taiwan, most people, the company did not know, they not well prepared. For example, for European, they will charge you from 2028. Actually, it's 2027. They will take your tax. But now the first only for bigger amount. So not everyone be affected by this policy, but for the future, everyone should take care. But maybe 10 years later or 5 years later, yeah.
Will the carbon fee significantly increase operating cost? Will small and medium-sized enterprise be hit harder?
Okay, so for the fee, of course, it's only for the very big company. There are emission, they are for the local company. But for the tax, everyone, Taiwan is a trade country. So when you need to go out to the other country, you need to pay not only European, but also USA or other country. As we know, the South Asia already will begin in 2026, but now they have something delayed. But for my point and for the country point, I think all of the small company, they will be affected, but they don't need to take too much. They just pay 5% or 2%, depends on different country. So of course, each company in the water will be affected by the carbon issue.
Here is the breakdown of the carbon pricing system. Companies not included in any reduction plan will have to pay $9.5 for every ton of carbon dioxide equivalent discharged. However, carbon-intensive companies with approved reduction plans will only need to pay $1.60. Low-carbon companies with similar plans will have to pay $3.20. That means companies that plan to reduce their emissions can enjoy a discount of up to 86%.
Professor Huang, could you explain more about what will be the direct impact of carbon fees on Taiwan high-tech, manufacturing, and energy-intensive industry?
As I mentioned, who make a decision for each kind of products, the tax, is the importer country. If you make big money, you need to be very careful to try to get do good things for the earth to get the low cost carbon credit. For example, TSMC have just outside Taichung, they have almost 15,000 new tree. But after 30 years, then he can get the credit. But the credit only 1,000. It's very, very few. So he needed to get more and low cost, and try to get to reduce his tax. Otherwise, the tax fee is very high.
What advice would you give the business leaders on how to practice sustainable energy development?
Okay, first, we must know the whole Taiwan only one, which is the Taiwan Carbon Center. So you need to go to the official center to purchase if you want to get the carbon credit, if you want to get credit. So the organization, what he needed to do, the factory needed to do, they needed to know how many emission they are every year, and then he need to purchase, because in the future, this issue will be more and more expensive.
To achieve net zero carbon emissions, what advice would you give Taiwan government?
Yeah, we know our government is very hard and do a lot of things. So now they already have the trader center, and then in the future, and just like you mentioned, this is why they They from beginning is $2, and they will be step by step to increases. So I think the government most important thing in this moment is training our people, training the normal people. Don't be nervous. It will be happen, but it will be easy way. So, and the second thing, we need to let the people to know the government will protect you. And the second thing, the government will try to sign a country with other country. And the fourth thing, the government maybe can help the organization to sign agreement with each project. So organization do the same thing.